Headed to annex Kuwait. And that's not a threat, it's not a boast, it's just the way it's going to be.
Maryland Senator Barbara Mikulski toured the Military Affiliate Radio System operation, better known as MARS, at Fort Ritchie earlier today. Vince Maddox has more on the special operation in this report.
The MARS system uses volunteer radio operators to transmit both voice and text messages to troops stationed around the world. Today it was sending messages to troops in the Persian Gulf.
We have a radio station right here that sends messages, but it doesn't send it directly to Saudi Arabia. It sends it through Carlisle Barracks. It goes from Carlisle Barracks to what we call the Eastern Gateway, which is down at Fort Detrick, and from Fort Detrick it's sent directly over to Saudi Arabia.
What makes this so unique?
It's a station set up by volunteers so that volunteers can provide support to the troops overseas.
It was really emotional to know that by both the voice transmission and a computer one, that I was being able to say to guys and gals in our United States military, thanks for what you're doing, we're with you, and we want to come home soon. It gave me the goosebumps.
Touch without dialing long distance. We'll look at the surge in ham radio communications when Eyewitness News continues.
People on the left, Jack. Open up a little bit.
During wartime, getting messages to soldiers overseas can be difficult, but some ham radio operators in Western Maryland have found a way to keep families here at home in touch with their loved ones in the Gulf. Today, Maryland Senator Barbara Mikulski toured their communications center at Fort Ritchie. Joan Gartland reports.
Fort Ritchie, nestled on a mountaintop in western Maryland near the Pennsylvania border, is headquarters for the Army's 7th Signal Command. It's also home to a military affiliate radio, or MARS station, used for sending messages to American servicemen and women around the world.
This is AAR3USR.
Today, Maryland Senator Barbara Mikulski got a chance to check out the MARS system by sending messages to some of her constituents involved in Operation Desert Storm. With the help of volunteer ham radio operators, she dictated a 35-word message to 21-year-old Marine Sergeant Heather Forbes, whose father, Tom, is a captain at Fort Ritchie.
Family sends love, the support, prayers, and thanks of this Maryland Senator. Yeah, make sure you put thanks in big type.
And thanks
of this Maryland Senator are with you.
Mikulski's messages, like thousands of other so-called Marsgrams, are transposed to computer-enhanced radio teletype circuits. Then, within 48 hours, relayed via Fort Detrick, Maryland, to Saudi Arabia. A printed version is delivered to the serviceman or woman through the Army's postal system.
I tell you what I want to send to Saddam Hussein. Get out of Kuwait. And wait, there's a second part to it. Get out of Iraq.
Since the end of November, the military affiliate radio system has sent 93,000 Marsgrams back and forth between the United States and Saudi Arabia. It's also provided patches for 7,500 telephone calls. The MARS system is available free of charge to friends and families of American servicemen and women. Messages are limited to 35 words. For more information, you should contact the MARS radio station at the military installation closest to your home.